Hey gang, welcome to TurboTimes, episode number 2. I'm your host, Turbo. Here we go, let's get right into it. So yesterday we talked about a couple of things, and what we're going to do today is start a 3-part series that will discuss what we talked about in yesterday's episode more in depth. Those 3 things pretty much were the reason for starting the show. That's what we're going to start with today. Then tomorrow, I'm going to take a much deeper dive into the difference between blockchain and cryptocurrency. And then the 3rd thing we talked about yesterday, and what I'll wrap up this 3-part series with on Friday, will be how politics and crypto have merged on a global level. So for now, let's go ahead and start with the reason why I wanted to start this channel. I wanted to do it for a long time, and the reason why I have finally gotten off my duff to do it and have begun to do it, it's because it's something I believe in, the cryptocurrency, how it can and is changing the world, and more so for my friends and family to start giving you an education so that you are not blindsided by what is coming. It's only a matter of time. It's already begun. That's why I'm doing this channel. Maybe if you won't listen to some of the news articles out there, which, by the way, the news media isn't covering it too much. You may have heard about Bitcoin recently. There has been a couple of news stories, and that's only because Bitcoin's price hit an all-time high a couple days ago, depending on which exchange you look at. It was $42,000 per Bitcoin, 42.3, 42.5, like I said, depending on which exchange you look at. It's interesting, actually, the cryptocurrency exchanges throughout the globe fluctuate quite a bit more than the traditional, or I like to use the word, the legacy markets. Something I didn't know until I started educating myself in this realm of what the goes and ons of the financial worlds, is that there are different exchanges. Of course, the most common one that everybody knows about is the New York Stock Exchange, and they tell you what the price is every second of the day, during business hours anyway, of an Apple stock or a Harley Davidson stock or a Walmart stock, and the price fluctuates depending on different things, micro and macro factors that happen in the market throughout that day. But you can trade or buy or sell those stocks at other markets, other exchanges across the globe, and the difference between what the price is that you'll pay at the New York Stock Exchange any given second varies per another exchange. And that's how some traders actually make money, is they can trade fast enough that they'll buy it for a fractionation of a penny on this exchange, expecting it will be higher that same second on another exchange. It's crazy, but that's one way people make money in the exchanges throughout the world. But the fact that those fluctuations even happen at all was a surprise to me. But they are very, very small. In the cryptocurrency world, it can be as high as a 0.5% or even a whole percent. So yes, Bitcoin's price did reach an all-time high of 42,000 and change. We'll just leave it at that. Where exactly it was, we don't know. But so you may have heard about Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies recently simply because of that, or maybe you've already heard about cryptocurrencies through some other means, but chances are, if you're like the overwhelming majority of the public, you haven't even heard about cryptocurrencies. You don't even know what's going on right now. So that's what I'm here to do, is to begin to educate you. I will give you some information, but mostly that information is going to be resources of where you can look and start educating yourself. Because the bottom line is this, and I wrote myself a note because it was important. You may or may not believe this, but it's my prediction, and we'll see if it, time will tell, I guess is what I'm trying to say, if it comes to fruition or not. But tell me if you've ever had this experience. You go to Walmart, you select an item, you go up to the cashier, not the self-checkout line. Not that there's anything wrong with that. I use the self-checkout line quite a bit. But you go up to the cashier and you try to pay for your product in Bitcoin. And she tells you, "Sir, we don't even know what Bitcoin is." Or she might tell you, "Well, hopefully someday we'll take it." Or she might tell you, "Nope, we don't take it yet." But either way, the final answer is going to be, we don't take Bitcoin as payment for products at Walmart. Okay, probably not like me. You probably haven't had that experience. As a matter of fact, I haven't done it either because I know Walmart doesn't take Bitcoin. So I instead have to pay in a fiat currency. And the fiat currency in America is the United States dollar. So I can either pay with cash or some form of a digital cash. My debit card, use Apple Pay. Some places now take Venmo. PayPal's a big one. But they're all digital forms of the fiat currency, US dollars. Well, I see a time in the very, very near future, within 36 months, where Walmart will say, "Sorry, sir, we quit taking the American dollar. We only take Bitcoin." And that seems probably insane to you right now, not even knowing what cryptocurrencies are, or if you do, you think, "No way, cryptocurrencies are just some speculative thing right now, but it will never replace the dollar, and there's no way you can go to Walmart. Walmart won't accept the dollar and they'll only accept Bitcoin." Well, you heard it here first. Time will tell if I'm right on that, but that's where I see the world going with cryptocurrencies, and that's why I want to begin to educate you on that, so that you know that if you have all your money wrapped up in the United States dollar, which chances are you do, currently, it's a fact, verifiable, provable, your purchasing power of the dollar that you have today will be less tomorrow. It already is less than it was this time last year by about 30%. That's huge. That means that you just took a 30% hit on your income or any savings or your nest egg or whatever it was. Whatever you were going to buy just got reduced by 1/3 from this time last year. And that is a direct result of our government printing money. They are taking the supply, which is whatever it is, right now it's this much, and if you add to that supply, it inflates the supply, therefore it devalues the current supply that is out there. And that works the same for anything. If you have a rare painting like a Picasso, and there's only 7 of them left in the world, and suddenly somebody finds a store, in a warehouse of 7 more, well, the 7 that you have, or they're currently around in the globe, have become devalued because suddenly there's twice as many of them. Whereas the same goes the other way. If there's only 7 and one of them gets burnt up in a fire, and now there's only 6, and you're holding one of those 6, your stake in those 6, or that one that you have of 6, just went up. So that's the way inflationary and deflationary methods work. And in the currency world, especially the fiat currency world that is backed by nothing. We'll get more into that later on. That's how it works. If we continue to print more of something that is at a supply that it is right now and print more, well, the ones that you have in your wallet just became devalued. People don't want them as much. You can't purchase as many items with that. So that's where we're going. And you need to be aware of that. And so what can you do to protect against it? Well, there are a couple of different things. One is precious metals, mostly gold. And when I say metals, I pretty much only mean gold or silver. Gold has historically held its value throughout time, thousands of years. Right now, the price of gold, a lot of people that are much more knowledgeable than I am about that think that the price of gold is being suppressed currently. I don't know if it is or not, but I know that gold historically has held at its value. So that's one way. I'm not telling you to sell all your money and go buy gold, because there are problems with gold. And the problem, the biggest one is it costs a lot of money to store it, and it costs a lot of money to get into it. So it is a good hedge against something. If you have the wealth and the resources to put some of your money into gold, that's an option. Another option are stocks for a while. But something, if you just have money in savings, get it out of your savings account and put it in, go talk to a financial advisor. By the way, I'll make this statement real quick for the lawyers out there. I'm not a financial advisor, so anything I say on the show is just informational purposes only. If you want financial advice, go to a financial advisor, somebody who has a fiduciary responsibility to you. I don't. So do your own homework. When it comes to your finances, take charge of them yourself. Do your own research. So that's another way. And the third way that's becoming very prevalent and so much easier, safer, more well-respected, things like that, is cryptocurrencies. And there are a lot of them out there. There's over 8,000 tokens currently. The only one that I personally would 100% get behind is Bitcoin. Now, I personally do have my money in other forms of cryptocurrencies, but Bitcoin is where the lion's share is at because it is the most secure. Ethereum is probably number 2 on the list. Well, it is by market capitalization, but as far as being a secure investment or less risky, then Ethereum is a great choice as well. But I'm not going to get too deep into the weeds about which one to go with, other than to state that Bitcoin is, I mean, it's the number 1 rock solid. So if you just have money in a savings account right now, think about if talk to a financial advisor, but moving some of it, 1, 2, 3% into something that will hold its value in case the dollar rapidly deflates, which a lot of global economists are preparing for as we speak. So that's pretty much it for today. Let's see, I've got my notes here. What else do we have? Oh, I want to ask your help. So I've already made one upgrade to today's technological part of the video, and that is I got myself a little remote clicker so I don't have to get out of the seat and press start. So I've already made one upgrade. It's only episode number 2, but I need a lot of help, guys. So if you or anybody else knows anybody that is good with YouTube, and specifically what I need help with right now is I'd like to know how to screen share, because there's a lot of articles and things like that and information that I'd like to point you to, and other YouTubers do it. Yes, I know I can go on YouTube and educate myself, and I've tried, and I'm sorry, I'm an idiot, and I need the on. I need somebody over my shoulder, so it'll have to be somebody who's in and around Biloxi, Mississippi, that can show me how to do it, because for some reason my brain just, I can't. Getting this far was a major milestone for me. So if you or anybody else knows somebody in and around the Biloxi area that can either get on the phone with me, because that would probably work, and show me how to screen share and get a final product to you, it will ultimately help you. So thank you in advance for that, as well as video quality. When I look at the video I shot yesterday on my phone, and I've got a really nice phone, I paid the most money you can pay for a phone. It's stupid, and it shoots the best video. I'm looking at 4 cameras on the back of my phone right now. I don't know which one to look at all the time. It's ridiculous. It shoots terrific quality video, but then when I post it on YouTube, it looks like I shot it with a 1984 camcorder. I know there's a way to fix that. I just don't know how. It's probably really simple. So if you can help me with either of those 2 things, screen sharing from either device, either my computer, I've got a Dell computer and a Samsung, a Droid phone. I'd like to be able to figure out how to get the screen share to you, and then secondly, the video quality, I'd like to improve that. The lighting, I will improve that in the next day or 2. So I've got that, and that's it really, guys, for this episode, other than the update on me. Like I told you towards the end of each episode, I'll do a quick update on me, and so here it is. Not a whole lot's changed since yesterday. I had a good day today, felt really good. A little funny real quick, this video would have been posted a little bit sooner. I got everything set up, I was ready to go. I sat down in the chair, I was just about to hit start, and I had a delicious bean burrito for lunch, and it wanted to have a conversation with me. And I didn't think you guys wanted to be part of that conversation, so I had to go and take care of that, eliminate that from the conversation. So that is really all there is for me, other than, oh yeah, we talked about going to Jerusalem yesterday. So I've been reaching out to people, trying to get some information on, what should I go see, how should I travel, all those types of things. And today I called my favorite travel assistant in the world. Her name is Tula. I've never met her in person. She's down in St. Pete, Florida. Called her and had a chat with her, and basically she advised me that it's not going to be impossible to get to Israel right now with the state of affairs, with all the political things going on, as well as COVID, but it's going to be very difficult, if not impossible. So she said, wait until August, and I don't like that answer. So I'm going to keep working and down that avenue of exploration, trying to figure out, is there a way? And there just may not be, because I don't have a necessity to travel, and currently Israel has a ban on, well, their whole country is under lockdown until the 21st of this month. Seems kind of interesting to me that it's one day after this country figures out what the heck we're going to do with our political football, right? That may coincide or not. They say it's about COVID. Yeah, maybe it really is. But either way, it affects my desire to go travel to Israel in the very near future, because they're not going to let me in without proper COVID testing, and potentially even a really good reason to be there. And just wanting to go there is not a good enough reason. And then also, apparently, when I get there, a lot of the things that I would like to see, I may not even be able to. So that's where I am with that. I'll keep you posted on how that process goes. So, all right, guys. I can't think of anything else, so that's it. Oh yeah, Bitcoin's price today is hovering around 45,000 if you care. Ethereum is it's a dip right now, so it's a good time to buy. That's all I got. All right, guys, that's all for episode number 2. Turbo out.